Good morning, my lovely people. Okay, if you watched my Happy Mail from Kippa, you'll know she put in some stuff for the Rustic 7 challenge. So, I've been on Instagram and sussed out what it is. These came out really well. Let me see what you can see. Yay! So I'll keep that on my desk. But it's going to get messy, so I'm going to move it off. We're going to have a messy day today. So let's put it somewhere safe. So the 7 pieces that Kippa sent me was this strap off of a... Well, she said it was a blood... Hang on. Excuse the mess there. Purple blood band. I don't know. Obviously hospital related. So got that. We've got the clip from a shirt packaging. We've got wire. That's a bag tie, isn't it? Yeah, they're little bag ties. We've got a paper straw. We've got a clip from IKEA, which I've already done stuff with, but I will show you that closer. And then a wood from the back of a canvas frame. So just a slither of wood there. So that's my 5. Oh, and this. This was plastic drawer protectors. IKEA plastic drawer protectors. Okay, so I did start because I didn't know whether it would take the... Sorry, this is the hook from IKEA. Sorry. Hang on, the brain will switch in. I wanted... It was... This part was round the back here. I wanted it to be flat. So in the process of flattening flattening it with pliers, I managed to take some of the black coating off. So I just got my nail file and took the rest of it off, and I painted it with my Rust Effect paints. I've not done a brilliant job, but it kind of gives that effect. So I'm going to use that somehow. I haven't got anything in my head at the moment. Because this is purple, I've got out 2 purple sprays. We're allowed to use... So basically you make a tag. So you need a tag for the base. You're allowed 1 sheet of grid paper, so I've got a scrap there. Paint and pens, stamps, texture, thread, sewing machine, stencils, etc. So we can add all of our normal bits and bobs. So I've got this really purple, actually, media. It's Deco Art Media. It's like an acrylic. It's ever so messy, so we are going to get very messy. It's a really bad sprayer. I've got a Distress ink in there, which actually it might not be any good. It's Victorian Velvet, but I'm thinking that's more pink than purple. Yeah, that's very pink. I might use it, might use a bit, because I've got this threads here, and that's got a bit of pink in it. Yeah, okay, yeah, we might use the Victorian Velvet. I've also got a that's the only one I've got. Oh no, hang on, I've got another one just buried there. Okay, so I've got 2 alcohol inks, one in Cool Pearl, which as you can probably see is like a lilac-y purple colour, and then I've got pink sherbet, which is a pink. Okay, right, so we'll put those there. Yeah, oh, and when Kippa sent me the goodie bag, she put in these little envelope things, so I'm going to use one of those on it somewhere. How? I don't know. And then I've cut a piece of card because I thought that was just begging to be a pocket. So we'll make a little tag to go in there. Yeah, that's it. That's about as far as I've got. I thought I won't do any more of the thinking process because I want to do that with you, because I know a lot of you really enjoy that side of it. So, okay, I'm going to put that there because I don't need that for a while. Scissors, you can move. I don't think I need that anymore. Nope, I'll put that there anyway, just so I've got it to hand if I need it. So I've got a piece of mixed media card, which is going to be my tag. I'll do a normal tag shape, I think. I don't want it to be... Yeah, I thought the mixed media card would be the best thing to do it with. And it was a piece that was laid around on my desk, so... Bit of desk ephemera. So we just chop that one there. Good enough. Right. So that's our base. Right, go. What are you going to do? I haven't got a clue. Okay. I really like this, so that's going to be a feature. Right, let's get some colour on the background of the tag first. Right, let's move the tea. Right, we're off. Let's move all the bits and bobs over here, because this is about to get very, very messy. Got a piece of baking parchment. I might dye that purple as well, actually. That needs dyeing. Let's put some colour on that as well. I don't think that will take paint, and I definitely don't think that'll take paint, so we'll put those there. And let's get messy. So I've got a piece of baking parchment, because I know in particular that purple one just sprays wherever it thinks it's going to spray, quite frankly. So I'm going to start with a bit of Victorian Velvet. Let's get the base colour down first. I had a quick look at what other people had done, and it was just like free for all, really. So just do what you like, really. I don't know what. Experiment time. I haven't used these in forever. I really ought to have gloves on, but eh. Ooh, okay. Let's get some colour on you. Right, let's put some purple on you as well. I don't quite know how I'm going to use that yet, so I'll cover the whole thing. I envisage it's going to be stuck flat, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This could be an absolute disaster. Do you know, I really want to use that as texture. Right, I'm doing it. Okay, so if I do myself a... Sorry, I just need to... It's very uncontrollable, this one. Look. Look at it. They're lovely paints, mind, but... I might stick to that, actually. Yeah, the purple was just sort of inspired by the colour of that band, really. So that's the only reason I'm using purple. It's not exactly a colour I use very much, but you know, whatever. Spray a bit of water, see if it... Okay. Alright, so we've got an awful lot of paint on there. Let's see if we can get some drips going. I hope everybody's doing all right today. I've just been for a nice walk with my daughter with the big Labrador Max and the very reluctant sausage dog Norman. He does not want to walk. Dachshund, sorry. I know some people get very touchy about calling them sausage dogs. So the way that alcohol ink is repelling. Sorry about the lighting. I can't get it any brighter. I don't know what's going on at the moment with my lighting. It's slightly annoying. Yeah, let's get messy, shall we? What's new? I wonder if that's going to dry on there. Interesting if it does. Oh no, dip my hand in the paint. Hang on. I've got to go out shopping. Can't go out with purple hands. Well, yeah, it's nothing different if I do, really. I don't know where my gloves are. I don't want to put me washing up gloves on. Very glamorous. Okay. Yeah, the alcohol ink is quite repellent. Okay. Let's get that dry in a second. Let's get some more colour on this one. Like a spotty Dalmatian. Yeah, super strong, that paint. It's good, but okay. Oh, Tim, what's going on with your bottles, mate? To be fair, this is a homebrew one anyway. I've got the re-inkers, and I just put water in the re-inker. Just want to cool that down a little bit. I give up. I don't know why I bothered to try and stay clean. Okay. Let's get that grid paper and mop some of that paint up. Right, I might pause you while I just give this lot a quick blast just to dry it. I've got the noisy air gun. I wonder if that's going to stick on there. Shall we see? Right, okay, so that is an incredibly messy paint. Oh, look, who's going to look like a freak when she goes and does their shopping in a bit? Me. Let's clean that one off because it is a nightmare for sticking otherwise. I think that's your lid, isn't it? I'll do. And I think that's your lid. Okay. See, she cleans her hands and then she puts it back in the paint again because she's busy playing. Nice spotty cloth now. Right, yeah, I'm going to give this a quick blast and I will come back to you when it's all dry. Stop playing then. Okay. Right. Won't be a minute. Right, everything is dry. I managed to melt that. Well done. Right, okay. Oh, the purple hand again. Okay. So, let's get all my bits on here, otherwise speaking to me like it needs to be the top up there. Maybe just a bit of it. Doesn't need to be that long, does it? Right. Come on. Hatch a plan. Hatch a plan. Okay, so if we put that as the tag pull, means we've got a piece here. We could put that on there. Could have a word on there, couldn't we? Speaking to me like it needs to be the word create or something. What have we got there? These are the Tim Holtz ones that I cut up off the oh, that'd be a good one. Friendship. And Tim Holtz washi tape, sorry. Finish your sentence, Susan. Okay. Jenny, imagine. Right, let's get you out of the way for a minute. What do you want there? I don't know, create or something, or imagination? Too long? Yeah. Ooh, there's make there. Teeny tiny make. But if it's on there, it'll really show up. There we go, create. New stuff, yeah. Sorry, give me a second. Should have got that out, I suppose. Got inspire there somewhere. Let's do both, make and inspire. Right. Okay. Let's do the little bits and then we can put the make inspire. I quite like the word friendship being up there because it's come from a friend. So, well, I consider you a friend. We're virtual friends. We never met. Some purple on there. Today is the purple day. Can't really see it, but sometimes it does make a difference. So I think that would be quite good. That'll be good up there, won't it? Okay, let's temporarily clip that on there. Hopefully we won't lose it. This is going to be a long one, peeps. I'm not going to rush this, so just stick with me. And you know I don't have any editing skills. Not that anybody wants me to do the editing, so which is great, because I don't know how to do it. So it's all good by me. Right, I'm going to get these stuck because I quite like that being a wordy plaque. I just run a line of glue. I don't know if it'll stick it or not. We'll find out. Teeny tiny words. Let's have make there. And inspire there. Sorry, I know I'm talking down from the camera, sorry. I know it drives some people bonkers. They can't hear my ramblings. I don't know why you'd want to hear my ramblings, but that's what I was looking for, my tweezers. Make and inspire. Ooh, that's sticking really well actually. Ooh, nice one. Well done, 3-in-1 glue. Fabulous. Right. Okay, so we'll leave those there. So they're bits that we're going to add on. That can stay there for a minute because I'm not quite sure that I'm ready for that yet. No idea how I'm going to use that. This I quite fancy. Do I want to put a bit of grid paper on first? I think I do. I think I want to put that there. Just break it down a little bit. I'm thinking that there, wrapped with that, is that going to leave enough room for that? Just. Okay. I might just squash it slightly so that it sticks well. We don't need the whole thing, so I chop it in half. Oop. Oop. Crazy. Which bit do I like better? I like that one actually. An iron screen, let me make sure. Yeah, if I stay within that thing, I'll be fine. Okay. Ooh, actually. I'll put that in there. Like that. Oh, yeah, I like that. Right, first of all, I want to wrap it though. Get a bit of texture in there. I like this one. And the blue, I thought, brought out the blue in that little envelope. So if I can actually separate these, let me chop a chunk off. They're the threads I've got in my shop, if anybody wants them. This is the blues combo, although there's not many left. So I like this one, didn't I? So if I put that there and then wrap that there like that. Ooh, I could leave them dangling, and then we'll put that on there, like, okay, what I'm going to do, just to make sure it doesn't fall apart on me, is, do I want that at the bottom? I think I do. So if I want a very scant line of glue along there for a minute, let's put you there. That works for me. Okay, let's put a tiny double glue there. If you let go of my finger, thank you. Let's put that on there. Is that some sort of weird maypole? As it is, well, it's coming up to May. Yeah, I like that. That's very weird and wonderful, but I'm going to put a lot of glue, well, quite a bit, because it's got to hold that metal piece. Oh, I'll just stick my page on first, didn't I? Oh, Wally. Right, let's quickly... Quick! Where's my glue? There you are. Don't dry yet, 3-in-1. Just hold on. Nearly with you. that straight? Yeah, paper straight, but the lines aren't on the paper. Great, that's really helpful, thank you. Okay, I just want to hold that a second. Tempted to use that as a pocket for that actually. Stuck. Stay. I kind of do a weird and wonderful thing like that. It has dried on there, you know. Didn't think it would, but it has. Okay. Now when I stuck that on, I'd stitch that. Wonder if I'll get that back in. Yeah, I think I will. Right, let me put that there. I'm going to stitch that there. If I can get close enough, if I pull that over there slightly. Getting a bit close to the edge, aren't we? Should have thought of that before I stuck that on. Oh, maybe I'll just glue it, I think. Because that 3-in-1 seems to have stuck that plastic quite well. Could hand stitch it, I suppose. I won't get the presser, the sewing machine foot down there. If I, right, okay. I think. Because I want to get that quite close there so that will fit in. Lucky you, you get to see me stitching. I might put it there actually. Right, okay. And to tie in that rusty colour, what I might use is that waxed thread. It could be a big mistake, but we'll find out. You're a bit massive. You're a little bit littler. Right, let's put you in there. Come here. Right. Sorry guys, put me on fast forward if I'm boring you. Okay, just trying to get this straight-ish. I'm going to do big stitches. And no, they are not going to be even. Do not judge me. I'm doing what I can. See, if I had the editing skills, I'd edit this right now, you see, and just put it on fast forward. But I don't, so you are stuck. Oh, with a dinosaur. You there. Stick it there. And I'll stitch it from the back because I will not see these holes. Yeah, in hindsight I should have done all this before I stuck that on, but that's fine. We can always re-stick it if it pops off. I'll go over the top there. Right, okay. Right, stay still. Okay. Yeah, that'll match in with my rusty hook quite well. I'm going to start on top with a big visible knot. I think that'll look quite effective. Now then, the trick will be finding the hill, which is there. Where are you? There. Gotcha. There's the next one. Down there somewhere. I don't know, I can't see it. Right, let me just stab my finger. There it is. Okay. You watch, that won't fit now. I'll do all this. Well, that paint is coming off slightly, but it literally hasn't had time to dry, so down a bit. Go on, go through. Found that one easy. That was nice and easy. Cool. I'll just take that through to the back. I have a nice big visible knot there too. Hurrah! Ooh, just fits. Look at that, just fits. Happy days. I'm really tempted to go back. No, I think I like it like that. Right, let's leave it. Leave it, Susie. Right, okay, what do? Okay. Right, so we've used that. We've got our paper straw on there. do I use mixed media card? I don't think it's a normal card. Would have held up to all this stuff. Right, so you're going to go on there. Okay, that does not need securing. That is fine. I've got this little clip to get on, haven't I? And we need to decorate that as well. Okay, that I thought would look quite nice down there. So he's going to go in there. Let's put a little bit of ink on there. I've got no idea how long this has been running. I'm sorry if it's forever. You can see both sides of that, so I don't know if I showed you dipping that in the ink on the baking parchment. I can't remember, but that's what I did, which is why it had the edges. Right, so if that can sit in there, nice, I like it. Well, that actually, if I put that on a little tag, that could go on there, and then I could just clip it somewhere. Yes, and then I'll use that. Is there anything else I've got to use? That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I've got the straw, matting, band, wood. Oh, this thing. Oh, darn. Okay. Luckily, I found that. It was just about to fall off the desk. Oh, okay. So, I think what we can do is make... Maybe we can make something to decorate that. I put that on there to decorate that. So, right, hang on, I've got an idea. You could hear the whirring, couldn't you? Thinking it's another piece of this. Maybe here. Maybe across there. Thinking of putting that in there and just really simply doing another wrap with it. Why not? It kind of works, doesn't it? Let's get a right, let me shorten that. So just get me pliers. Hang on. I want that to lay flat. Right, let me think about that. Let's get this done first. I really fancy putting a little that on there. Let's grab a bit of card. Bit of the old Amazon packaging to the rescue. Doesn't need to be that big, does it? Let's chop it to about there. About there. It's probably not straight at all. Let me just use the blades of the scissors. Sorry, I'm really thinking. You can probably tell, you can probably hear the whirring. I'm going to leave that wonky like that because I like that. Something bothering me about it and I can't put my finger on it, which is annoying. So let me do this first and then we'll have another look at it. Ooh, don't move. Wait till you get all. Do we have a purple one? No. Really helpful. Oh, yes we do. This one. Come on, what's bothering me about this? Something is not right. And I'm sat here looking at it whilst I'm fiddling with this and I can't work out what it is. It's very purple. Purple's not my favourite colour, but I don't dislike it. Right, so that there. You on there. Go on. Little rat bag. Thank you. You didn't have much choice. Right, okay, so that's done. What's this? I don't like the white, but I've got to use it because that was definitely one of the 7 things. Wonder if we get some of this stuff out of the way. Crocodile back in the drawer. Where you go? Right, okay. Where'd those pliers go? There they are. So what I'm thinking, I wonder if I can make a little flower. What do you reckon? after my last attempt. Probably not a good thing, but let's see what we can do. Because we don't know till we try. Don't need those. Well, it's not brilliant. Oh, but you know, it might just do. I might just put it there. That'll do. What do you think? Alright, I can't make flowers, okay? I understand. I hear you. I hear you. Is it better that side? No, it really isn't. Okay, so we've got that there. If we have that dangling there. Well, do I like you or not? I don't know. I can't make my mind up. You see, we've got a flower there. That's what I was thinking. That's a bit better. Twisted it. Right, just stick it on, Susan. It'll be fine. Okay. I heard you. Oh. You know I'm artistically challenged most of the time. I've no idea if this will stick to plastic, but we'll find out. Come on, 3 in 1. Don't let me go. Don't let me down. Do you stick plastic to plastic, I wonder? Does it tell you even? Instant grab. No, it's not. You're lying. It doesn't always instantly grab. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it might do. We'll just leave it to sit in a puddle of glue. Something might happen. Right, let's get this stuck down because I like that down there, so that's fine. And quite frankly, put enough glue on anything, it usually sticks. Okay. Got to do our tag yet. Goodness me. Right, so if I might just get that to clip on there somehow. Might just staple that on. I've got me oh, hang on. Oh God, sorry. Oh, caught up my light. Oh lordy. I love my ring light, but sometimes it's right in my blooming way. Sorry, I hope that did it bash the camera. Sorry guys. Oops, sorry. Stop saying sorry. Right. Okay, so if we put that there. Might do. See if we can get it from. Very hard. But not getting your head underneath. This is the little Tim Holtz thingy. Sorry if my head's in the way. If I can get a. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me move that out of the way. Because I'm not convinced that's going to stick. still fits. Cool. Right. Okay. Where were we? What I'm thinking is, will you slide under that hole now? I'll probably rip you. These things are blooming tough little clips. Okay, that'll do. Let's not over egg the pudding. Okay. I think you're sticking. You might stick, you might not. Okay, right, let's just do this little tag and then I'm going to call it quits, because it's just like I think I'm just going to very simply cover this. There's nothing on the back that is not square at all. Let me grab my little cutter. That's square there, not there, but it is there now. Right. Okay, I'm just going to very simply cover this, punch it with the Euro thingy, and then we're done. And Euro thingy, I mean Euro hole punch thingy. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Day is it today? It's Friday, isn't it? So, okay. Let's not forget to do that draw. The 2000 subbies giveaway. That would be Monday. Wait until it's dried a bit really, but hey ho, we're going in. Okay, well, just going to put this little tag in its little pocket, and I think I'm going to call that done. I'm going to keep that bit there, I think, for texture on the old gel plate. I think. Okay, I just got a couple of bits of that left over, but I don't know where to. I just randomly put them on the tag, I suppose. On the big tag, on the main tag. Ooh, could there be something on there? Oh, let's use you. Flatten you. Oh, actually, should we use a bit of that? Let's use a bit of that. Do you tear? Yes, you do. Fantastic. Go in. Oh. Can be so unruly at times, these bits and pieces, can't they? It's not quite dry, so I'm proper purple fingered now. Lovely. Nearly there. Breathe a sigh of relief. Okay. Right, that's in. That can just dangle there. Does it matter that I didn't use it all? Put that down there. It's a really chunky old tag, that's for sure. It's really heavy. I might put it in my Swap 5 mini album thing that I made, which is just up there actually. Although it's not a Swap 5, is it? But does that matter? Probably not. Let's use the last noggins. Where should we put that? I want to put it on there for some strange reason. I'm glad I was able to get a stapler across there. Just put it there, I think. Stop faffing. Right, okay. That, my friends, is that. I've used everything apart from the last of that, but I want to keep that because I think that'll be quite a neat little texture tool. I did put some of the rusty stuff on there, but it's kind of washing, well, it's sort of wiping off. I think this will too actually in time, but it's fine. It's not actually, you know, it's not going in an album or anything. It's just it was just a play piece basically. So yeah. Right, let me give you a close-up before I tidy up this mess and go and do something about my hands. So this was my entry for the Rustic 7 challenge, which, yeah, I've used everything. I'll give you a close-up there. It's all right, look. I'm not convinced that's going to stick, but hey ho. It's an inspiration piece. And that's my excuse. Oh god, the cat's in. Hello. Yeah, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. So, well, I hope you enjoyed that. The back is interesting. Yeah, I don't know whether it's continuing this thing, but that was fun. So thank you, Kippa. So it's Kippa's Creative Flow. She is here on YouTube and she is on Instagram as well. So that's it. Thank you very much. See you on the next one. Bye.